I have a reality to propose to everyone. Welcome back to the Roll Initiative podcast. I am your
Woo.
host and dungeon master, Eric Steinberg. That's how I'm doing it from now on. And
You're gonna
joining
do it
me,
different next week.
probably, we'll see. I mean, memory is not my strongest
You
anything.
didn't dump a bunch of stat points into memory.
No,
Nope.
no, not even
Mostly
slightly.
mostly into penis.
I don't know if I should take that as like you're calling me a dick or if you're saying I'm stacked, but I'm gonna take it both and say thanks ish.
You're a dick of a DM because
Yes.
you gave us zombie armies that one time.
That's that was just testing the waters.
Well, the waters are chummy.
Speaking of my chums, we got Ryan with me this week. Curveball, Ryan, you're first.
Hello, I'm Ryan. I am not sick this week. And that's all I have prepared. Thank you. Goodbye.
I'm very excited. We lost Ryan for the session, but thankfully Ryan wasn't the only person here with us because we also have Michael Smith.
I enjoy that. Hi, I'm Mike, and I am kind of sick now. You could probably hear it in my nose.
Fantastic. First of all, Ryan, who the fuck you playing as?
Hi, I'm Ryan. Again, I'm back.
Ryan's coming back.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi, I'm Ryan. And I'm an alcoholic.
We know that. As in D&D tonight.
Hi, Ryan.
I'm playing Elwyn Redlona. He is an Eladrin College of Glamour bard. I don't have any fun facts about him because we're not doing that anymore.
It's okay. I am very interested to hear Ain't Nothing But an Owlbear.
You ain't nothing but an owlbear howling through the night.
Yeah.
Arguably worse than a fun fact.
Thank you.
I like it more.
I'll never do it again. Thank you, Brian.
No. DM brownie points. I'll give you inspiration. What do I have to do to not have this dissuaded?
We all start with inspiration.
Stop reminding him of things. I was trying to use a thing he already had as a bargaining chip.
Yeah, I need more now.
You'll get nothing and like it.
Probably like a plus 2 coat or something like that. I don't know.
We'll see. He actually, well, if he goes back to his estate, he might find there's lots of cool stuff for him. He's a rich guy after all. But Mike, who you playing as?
In this episode, we will be playing as Throdrak Ogafist, a big orky man who wears a suit of metal. Robotic metal.
Oh, that's absolutely wonderful over there. We got Throdrak in the metal suit of armor, having himself a grand old time.
Brian. Hello.
Guys, I'm Brian, and I'm playing Oz. He's a turtle guy, and I cannot wait to edit this.
I don't know what you're gonna do.
Yeah, that's like 6 intros right here.
The easiest way would be to just literally take where everyone introduced themselves and then take the spot where they actually said who their character was and then slam them together and just call it a day.
Yeah, it'll be something like that. I don't have a song prepared.
Thankfully, I always have a song prepared. Roll the theme.
Roll theme music, bro.
I have a recap of last session for everyone. In our last session, Elwyn, Oz, and Throdrak found themselves in an overgrown temple in the jungles of Claris. After receiving their mission to gather resources for the Order of Eeks, they saw the rambunctious city of Port Heinrichsburg over the horizon and began their walk there. Along the way, they met a moody, mysterious merchant with a clockwork stall backpack. Oz noted his dragon-like tail that seemed not quite right. Elwyn brought the group to his buddy Giovanni's tavern, where he learned of his untimely demise. His own, I should say, hundreds of years ago. Throdrak and Oz made friends with some arguing patrons. Elwyn was able to gather a little intel on druids to try to bring agriculture to the barren plains of Ixelbeer. You met with a few druids who agreed to help your faction if you could get the people of Port Heinrichsburg to cease their assault. The armies of Renart have used Heinrichsburg as a foothold to attempt conquering the wilds, and eventually Port Ranum. You discussed the druids aiding you by growing massive vegetation to scare them. You talked about doing recon. But gentlemen, what would you like to do?
So where are we currently?
You are in the middle of the woods with druids. In like a druid enclave, there's like wooded houses up in the trees and stuff, so it's not like just standing out in the woods completely, but
Are we in the Ewok village?
yeah.
Here comes the nup.
Whoa, don't put that near me.
All right, well, you know what? The narrator said we should probably do some recon. I know last time I said I think we should just go kill them all, but
I may or may not have had an NPC be like, the one thing no one's discussed yet is just like talking to people or just like looking at them.
Elwyn, you had a lot of ideas last time.
I was also a little messed up on teleportation travel. Doesn't sit right with me.
Oh yeah,
Is that the brand of NyQuil you had?
it's a weird off-brand he found at Quickie Mart.
I was,
Teleportation?
as my old corpsman called it, robo-tripping.
No, you weren't.
He always suggested just taking a whole bottle of Robitussin and dumping it into a 2-liter of 7-Up and drinking the whole thing.
Oh yeah, you mean a splashdown? Oh yeah, we would do that and go to parties. I'm just kidding.
All right. So righteous. Righteous. We can recon this little like port village they've got, right?
It's not little. It's a pretty big place.
All right, it's a pretty big port village. Port town, port city, I guess.
There it is.
Oh. How do we get them to leave
That's a good question.
without being violent?
Besides killing them.
Like nobody's gonna listen to us. We're just we're just a bunch of. We are 3 extremely weird dudes. 4 if you count Foggy.
Yes, I'm here too. I've been here the whole time.
Foggy, what do you think we should do?
I'm just fascinated at. So you said these were trees? He's gesturing towards one of the druids who's just like explaining basic things to him that he's never seen before. So this is a tree, and these are leaves? Because I've seen something that looks like this tree rotted to the ground.
I wanna call like Elwyn and Throggy over or Throgdrock over real quick and just be like, oh guys, I think Foggy might be an idiot.
Yeah, I'm glad we brought him with us.
He might be, he might be wild.
And you
might
say
be
this is a
wildly
squirrel?
Fuck.
Oh, don't touch those. They're dangerous.
Oh,
Super poisonous, bro.
Yeah.
It's venomous, I believe.
I think you can shoot its quills. I'm not sure.
you noticed that as he was starting to get closer, the little pincers come out from beneath its soft-looking paws, and the pincer comes out from its soft, fuzzy, floofy tail.
Oh shit! I was just kidding.
Yeah, I was kidding. What the fuck is that thing?
Kill that thing with fire.
Kill that thing!
Kill that thing with fire.
They're squirrelians.
Don't let it get away.
Foggy, get away from there. For real, dude.
Yeah, actually get away this time.
I shoot it. 28.
Yeah, roll damage.
10.
Now, just, for no particular reason, that one's absolutely dead. You notice this thing starting to get kind of aggro with your bros, so you roll up and drop a hard cap in its ass or something. You know what I mean? But I'm going to need you to roll me a d20 for how many of these are going to attack you in response.
Oh boy. Somebody blow my dice for me, please. Okay, that's a 10. It's a nice, flat, round, mid-number.
So as the starry wisp envelops this horrifying yet slightly adorable creature, removing it from this plane, you hear chittering in the trees above. Roll me dexterity save for dodging out of the way of a barrage of scorpions.
I got a 15.
You successfully dodge out of the way of the scorpions. However, I'm gonna need you guys to roll initiative.
Wait, that's the podcast. Cue the music again.
But this one's orchestral.
Cue spaghetti western music again.
Oz was so ready for scorpions. Nat 20.
I got an 18.
Dang.
I got a 7. I was not ready for this. I was making a fucking joke. And all of a sudden it was true.
Shit.
Guess who else gets a nat 20?
Shit.
Jesus.
The scorpions, baby. And they have more dexterity than you. Oz with your +2. So the scorpions are gonna go first. I'm going to have all 10 of them make some attacks against Elwyn, since Elwyn's the one that shot their friend. Alright, so they have a +5 here. So,
My armor class would be 18.
miss. The crit obviously hits. So 4 of them hit, 1 of them crits.
Dude, Elwyn! Elwyn's covered in scorpions!
Alright, so you take 11, 9, 20, 30, 40. You take 40 slashing damage.
Hot dog. Hang on, let me roll up my calculator.
Oh!
You said 40? I actually don't
Yeah.
need a calculator for that. Ouch! I think I just fall over.
Wait, is Elwyn down?
What did they do with damage?
No, I'm not down.
46 plus 3.
I'm not actually down.
Oh,
Alright,
okay.
you're not down, alright.
Okay.
That almost halved me though.
Yeah, that's like around half your hit points.
Yeah.
You just got attacked by a giant pile of wild creatures. I mean, you did attack it. It didn't fully attack you yet. You preempted it.
Druids, you might want to talk to your animal friends.
I'm about to talk to them with my hammer, bro.
That's the right response. The druids are an initiative, but I'm just having them go last. Because they were not expecting a fight to break out at all. So, that was the squirrel's turn. Brian, it's your turn, correct?
Yeah. Time for Oz to show up.
Yes, Oz. Oz, it's your turn.
You guys think I should cast Zone of Truth on the scorpions?
Yeah.
We'll ask them a bunch of questions.
Does the Zone of Truth have a minimum intelligence score for it?
I don't think it's not going to be helpful to us.
No, even if the druids do talk to them for us, it doesn't do anything.
We just have to be honest with them.
You killed one of them.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's no asking them anything. There's no honesty doesn't come into place here. It's like, why are you attacking us? I think you know why.
All right, so would you say all of these scorpions have swarmed onto Elwyn?
Yeah, they're all just surrounding and leaping around him, and they're going with the claws. They haven't gone for the pincer yet. If anyone wants to know more about what that could mean, I'll accept animal handling, survival, or nature.
Oz is so. If anybody else wants to roll, that's fine. Oz is uninterested in figuring out what these things are. He's interested in extermination.
Hang on, what were the options?
Survival, animal handling, and nature.
Okay, that both +4. I'll roll survival. Well, that's a 7. I'm too busy getting slashed.
I feel like I had one of those, but not. I think only one of those I have proficiency with.
I think you have survival. I don't know if you have nature.
Because it's a character thing.
We all have inspiration if we want to make these better.
No, I
Throdrak
don't.
has advantage because he's a monster hunter.
Oh.
Oh.
This is for identifying creatures, and you're an expert at identifying creatures.
Okay, that's fair.
I would assume so. I mean, you're a guy's a
Yeah.
monster hunter by trade. This would be your whole stick.
And I am interested in what this is. I'm scanning. I thought that was a squirrel. I could have sworn that was a squirrel. I thought it was funny.
So these creatures, where you're from, aren't common at all. You've read about them, and you remember exactly what you read that day. The scorpion is territorial. So if you approach them, they usually just display the claws and the tail to just be back off my territory. But they're very they're a pack group, pack society. They live in very tight-knit things. So you can assume that by killing one of them, you've basically upset its very tight-knit clan. However, they're not going at you with the stinger, which means they're trying to keep you alive for some reason.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, a group of scorpions is called a cloister.
Is it?
Right there.
No,
Is
it
it a
can't be. It can't be. The scorpion's a made-up creature. I just made up a fact about this made-up creature.
Oh, I thought you said actual scorpions. I misheard you.
No. Nope.
No, there's no
Scorpions.
such thing. I don't think there's a word for a group of scorpions. God damn it! Now I have to look it up.
I
We
almost-
have to know.
There's no way we can't now.
Hey, I just noticed something, by the way. Just criticism of myself, and I didn't announce the roll that we just got was actually a significant roll, so we could fake it right now with like, all right. Oh, nat 1, but the other one was a nat 20. And then
Good
you
news, Throdrock.
You just splice
You're a
that in.
monster hunter. You have advantage on that roll.
Yeah, you just take that piece. Yeah. Oh wait, I'm sorry. You were go- Fuck. Here, say that clean, then we'll just piece that in at the end.
Well, good news, Throdrock. You're actually efficient. Good news, Throdrock. You have advantage on that because you're a monster hunter. That's
Yes!
actually
Oh, fuck yes! Nat 20!
Oh,
Yes! Alright.
As the director, I need 40 more takes of that.
just murder you guys. Oh, that was good. I love that. I'm leaving it all in. I'm not gonna edit any of that.
sometimes it's just like once you listen back.
It's so
to it,
much. It's so much funnier that way.
nice.
They're squirrel RPGs.
All right. Oh, these things are like fucking weird. I was gonna breathe steam breath on them. Do you want one of these, Throg? Before I steam them?
What? I wasn't.
You
even
want to
consider-
keep one of these as a pet, or as like a trophy?
I mean, it's a little small for a trophy, and I'm kind of creeped out by it, so I think you're good.
Excellent. Righteous.
Okay, there is a chance they survive.
All right, so I got
It's
a
not a
DC.
good one.
I need to make a DC 16 Dex saving throw. Otherwise, I'm gonna take 16 damage.
Do I have to make a dex save?
Yeah, you are. I like unless the DM wants to rule that you have a scorpion coat on, thus protecting you from the blast.
I'll say you're behind cover because there's so many of them around you. So I think that gives you some sort of advantage. You can just have advantage because you're surrounded in them. I'll give you that.
Playing fast and loose with scorpions, I like it.
That's a 25 then.
The scorpions are a fast and loose creature. I just have a couple pictures of them, and that's it.
And I found out they are. Wait, so this thing already existed?
I
In your
AI
head?
generated them like years and years. Well, not years. Like towards the beginning of when we started messing with it, and I've just had them sitting in a folder on my computer called Bestiary.
I literally was just trying to freak him out with a normal squirrel.
No, when you suggested that, I was like, well, you know what? Now that you mention it, I do have scorpions.
I remember you mentioning scorpions at some point.
The inn you were at in the session 0 dream sequence was the squelching scorpion.
The squelching scorpion. I remember that, and I remember you mentioning them, but like I was also just doing the bit with Mike where I was like, oh yeah, there's fucking nasty, bro.
Yeah, but I rolled with it, and that became the random encounter because I randomly encountered it.
You knew we would attack that thing.
Oh, I absolutely knew you would attack that thing as soon as I made it look somewhat freaky.
All right, how many of these turd peons saved?
1, 2, 3, 4. Half of them saved, and half of them died.
You were like real close to doing the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody do on this ride.
Wait.
I think that's Mambo number 5.
I can do that for you. A 1,
Don't do it.
2, a 3, 4, 5. Half of them are dead, the other half survived.
Oh, fuck, that was so good.
That worked out pretty good.
I don't know what this is in reference to.
Mambo number 5, Lou Vega. Come on.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're showing
You're
your
like scorpions,
1994.
scorpions.
1993, Mike, please. I knew the song.
All right. So
So-
half the scorpions are bleached. My attack just seems to keep
Go on,
bleaching these
It's
just
called a
down the
bed.
bones.
It's called a bed of squirrelorpians, by the way.
A bed of squirrelipians.
So you completely annihilate half of this bed of scorpions. They shrivel up. Their pincers fully extend from beneath the fur patch and then curl into their chest. The tail fully shrivels up, pincer facing down from its chest. They squelch their final scorpion.
I was like watching something Tim Burton made die.
Ouch. Hell, that also hurts me a little bit.
My bad, Elwyn. I thought I was gonna get them all.
Oh, no, you're up next.
I'm going to try to use, would be talking to the druids to,
What, like, expedite their turn by using your turn?
yeah.
I'll allow it.
Ouch. Ouch. Get these things off of me. Please. We don't want to kill all of them.
I was all right with killing them all.
Yeah, I was fine with it.
The druids that are, like, weren't really paying attention, all of a sudden their attention's focused. They're gonna cast, these are some low-level creatures, they'll cast some spells and just, like, put vines around them and just grab them and yank them off. One of them pulls out a club and just goes, once you piss off the bed, you gotta whack them on the head. And he just starts whacking them on the head.
Ah, so they're called a bed of squirrelorpians.
It's so hard to say with that accent.
Squirrelorpians. Squirrel.
Peeing. It's squirrel peeing. It's like a squirrel and it's peeing. Squirrel peeing.
Squirrel peeing.
I like to make things that are fun to say.
But yeah, I just yell out to them, get them off me.
They pull them off with the vines and just start clubbing them to death. You are freed from the squirrelpians.
And I'll run 30 feet to the left.
It's good to see that you're not one of those like druid types that's like, oh, animals must be respected.
We respect them because we know if we don't kill them, they'll kill us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, okay, you get it. Nice. I like these
I
guys.
want to scoop up some of the cooked ones. I want to see if they taste any good. Actually, I just read that people are smoking scorpions and getting high on them.
Oh, that was like hundreds of years ago.
You see Thradrak be like kind of begrudgingly, he takes out a marker and he goes over to his shoulder and he almost doesn't do it, and then he draws like a little tiny squirrelorpian with an X through it, like so much smaller than all the rest of the monsters on the list.
One of the druids is gonna kneel down and be like, if you plan on eating it though, just make sure you don't eat the meat around the stinger. And he's gonna like pick up the fluffy tail with a little bit of with respect to how dangerous it is. He's gonna push down in the center, which causes the stinger to extend.
Oh, you know, you just triggered something in me, because when I was a kid, I was at Home Depot and they have those cactuses that was just sitting there, and one of them was all nice and fluffy, and I pet it and it was nice. And then I saw
did
another
the
one.
same thing.
I saw another one that was all nice and fluffy, and as soon as I touched it, I got stabbed. It turns out there's all these needles hiding underneath the fluff.
I did something very similar.
Yeah.
Can Oz do like a nature check or anything of any variety to like, are these stingers or the venom they have harvestable?
Ooh.
You can do a nature check. You also have an expert druid standing right next to you. I don't want to tell you what to do, but if you want to figure it out on your own, feel free to go for the roll.
I would like to attempt to figure it out on my own, and then I will ask for help. That's how big boys do it.
It'll give you advantage.
I rolled a 16.
Because you're such a big boy, I mean, that roll is high enough to just have the baseline knowledge that anything that secretes a venom that's dangerous, it can probably be harvested in some way, whether it's removing a sac and then harvesting it directly from it, or applying pressure to a point to extract it from the stinger and or proboscis.
Proboscis.
That's a pretty good word.
That's a good word. I'm gonna look up at the druid guy. I'm gonna be like, oh, do you guys like harvest this like venom or anything? I got these big turtle hands. I don't think they're gonna work on it, but like, would love to get some of this.
Well, I don't see any harm. Might help you in your endeavors you're about to undergo for us.
People have like forged like poison and like venoms into weapons before. It does nothing, but like it's like a like it's been like an attempted like for oh god, what's the word?
Are you trying to make like a toxic blade that when you cut people, it's poisonous?
So it doesn't work in the real world, but it'd be cool if it worked. If I might be able to do it in D&D, is like
of course
it's
it
like
can work in D&D.
forge a blade with poison. But yeah, people have like quenched and tempered blades in like poison and venom before.
Oh, fuck, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Does it work?
No.
Yeah.
It does give like, it can give a cool patina
Yeah.
to the blade,
That's
but
right.
it
Okay.
does not. It doesn't retain any once like, it's washed off a bit.
Because
like,
it's not. Well, because it's not imparting itself into the material. Like, it's not like
Yeah.
it's absorbing.
I will say, with you and Throdrak discussing things like that, it's apparent to you that if you get one of these druids back at your base, this is definitely the type of project you could easily undergo with between the three of you.
Oh, I wonder if I could put like poison on Throdrak's wrist blades or whatever.
Now you're
Ooh.
thinking.
Poison's a woman's weapon, though.
Not when it kills the thing.
Elwyn says this as he
Wait,
like
that doesn't make sense.
as he dusts himself off after being attacked by a bed of scorpions.
Yeah. I definitely want to at least cook one of them and eat it. I
They
definitely
already
want
got
to do that.
steamed.
Oh
I
yeah,
think-
they're steamed.
Yeah, think of them as like sous vide.
Ah, delicious. Wonderful.
Ryan, heal 24 hit points as one of the druids is just like, wow, they roughed you up pretty good, and he pats you on the back and gives you a cure wounds.
That's 24 hit points.
Yeah, you lost 40, so you'd be down 16 from wherever you were at.
Hang on, I gotta pull up my calculator again.
I'm gonna just start pulling all
I'm at-
the hair and just start stripping, getting the guts out.
I'm at 46 right now. Where would that put me? My
If you
calculator.
regained 24 from 46.
Yeah, that would put
70?
me 70. Okay. Much like the guy I'm impersonating, I'm also very bad at math.
Perfect. It just helps.
I'm gonna hit you with the old healing word
Dang.
for 18, and the word is squirrelpian.
That's
Wow.
what got him there in the first place.
You shouldn't do that for me. We could like short rest and stuff in your spell slots. You know.
Have lots of spells.
What did you upcast it at?
2nd level.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Uh,
yeah.
I used the
new,
Unearthed Arcana new healing rules where they all do
better
double
healing.
dice basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a good healer.
Healing's actually good now.
Ooh.
Hooray.
I'll slice across my cheek, closes back up. Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
And then I just like crack a squirrelpian in half like a freshly steamed crab, and hand you the good bits.
You might want to heat that up first. Just recommendation.
All of them have been
Oh,
Yeah.
one of the steamed ones, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Continue. Continue.
yeah, we got 5 good steamed ones.
How do they taste?
Oh, needs butter, bro. Maybe
It's
some like
very
Yeah.
tough. Steaming's not the best method. You want to slow cook these bad boys usually to get the toughness out.
Mhm.
But the taste itself's not bad. It's a little gamey. Some seasoning would definitely help in this predicament.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it doesn't taste that far off from squirrel, like real squirrel. Have you ever tasted that?
I have actually. Not squirrel peeing though.
It's slightly fishier. I don't know what an arachnid would taste like or a scorpion, but
it's
just
like
imagine it tastes like a squirrel, but slightly
it's
scorpion.
like a really gamey crab.
Yeah, gamey crawfish.
It's
yeah.
Yeah, people eat tarantulas. They're actually, I think they say it's more like chicken or like.
Absolutely fuck out of here with that.
Yeah,
You can miss me with that shit, man. I'm fucking out on that.
oh, but I have heard that scorpions are bitter, I think.
Yeah, because they're full of rage and poison.
I take the good half and I slurp all the insides out.
Angrier an animal is, the less delicious it is.
Rodrak, banking off that nat 20 from earlier, I just want to say, you know, two additional things about these things. One, if you were to find one that was young and raise it yourself, it would think you're its family and fight everything to try to protect you. And second, they are fragile as hell, and you might not want to care about something and watch it die.
Oh, well, there's also the sick in the because of the implications. The implication of that is that I have to find a young one, and if they have like a den or something, we'd have to kill its parents
wait
and
to
then kidnap it.
Oh, you just killed a bunch of them. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
saying,
we just
there
killed
might
a
be
bunch of
child
parents.
nearby.
Hey, you know, you have a great point. Could I take a look around to see if I find a little hole or what do they? We don't even know what they live in. Do they live in holes? Do they live in trees? Do they
They live in tree holes.
live in tree
Well,
holes?
I'm glad you asked, because you
Old
notice the
trees.
fur on this one is a lighter, like a whitish fur, which means these are the ones that dwell in trees and high altitude locations.
I'm gonna look up and see if I can see any nest-looking things. Which, by the way, another word for scorpions is a nest.
To look for the nest, I'm gonna need a perception check. You know what you're looking for, but now we just need to tell if your eyes can find it. With advantage, because you know exactly what you're looking for.
I will absolutely put. Oh no, wait. Inspiration just flips.
It's
it,
a
right?
reroll, but I'm not gonna just give you the 9. If you
Yeah.
already know what the other roll is, why would you ever take inspiration unless you see it's instantly better? In which case, then it's kind of cheating in the other way.
You know, you're really convincing, Eric. Well, that's a 26.
Yeah, with a 26, you notice about 5 trees away is the nest that they probably came out from to start their hunting for the day. Easy couple, not even a minute's walk away. You can hear the frolicking of, it sounds about 8 young ones in the nest.
Ooh. Oh, I guess I was only gonna take one, but you know,
I will say I have an animal handling proficiency.
you
If you need any
know,
help, wrangling.
but yes, I think so because I was only gonna take one as like a little goofy pet that we could just have around. But your theory earlier about making like a workshop with these things, maybe you should take them.
Oh, all right. Well, we
Good.
found them. We have just orphaned them, so they will probably die on their own. It would probably be like not right of us to not try to help them.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know where the fuck we're gonna put like a bunch of baby scorpions while we're going to do this adventure.
Well, I say we just ask the druids to hold on to them for us, and then we'll pick them up on the way back.
Wait. I do have an idea, guys. I do have one idea. We could use my 6th level spell to teleport them all back to the forge. Nobody would know they're coming. They would just all go back to the fucking forge. And I'd be out my 6th level spell for the day.
Yes,
But,
you should do that. You should do that.
Yeah,
I think
you
you
know,
should do that.
Thinking back, I really wish we had talked to one of those guys and said like, "Hey, we're probably gonna send stuff back, so just pay attention. This is like our mailbox.
I
Just
think
look at
I think I'd have to go back with them
I know. I
due to the wording of the spell.
oh,
You should do that. You should do it.
I don't know that he should do that.
It's me and up to 5 willing creatures within 5 feet of me. So we'd have to A, make them willing, and then B, I can only take 5 of them. So you guys are me and 5
Wait.
scorpions leave. You guys have 3 more scorpions, and you have to complete the mission by yourself.
Yeah, exactly. That's the part I'm weirded out by. But we could just leave them with the druids, and in fact, they'll love that. They'll go, "Oh, you guys really do care about nature. Look, we'll get on their good graces immediately."
All right, no, wait. The issue with that is, didn't you say they need to bond to us? What if they bond to the druids? Then we just have.
Oh fuck!
I mean, the druids are coming back with us anyways. This is complicated. Being a
I'm holding-
scorpion dad's complicated.
I'm grabbing one.
But grabbing one is just like not cool. We're grabbing them all then.
I know. I'm just saying. Despite what we come up with, I have this one in my hand already. I think I'm naming him.
When did you get up that tree?
Oh, I can jump. Like all you guys were talking in the background, you just see like in like out of focus, Throdrock just walks a few steps and then just jumps all the way out of frame up high.
I rolled a nat 1. That's the only one we're getting. Rolled a nat 1 on my animal handling,
You have plot points,
which is just a full reroll, right?
which is a full reroll.
Do I want to use Mike?
You
already
also didn't
used-
specify what this animal handling check's exactly for, so you could.
I have no
you have a
idea.
chance to spin it to me that you were just like, "Oh, I just wanted to see which one wants to be my friend right away." It's like none of them particularly jump out.
My brain hasn't fully formed an idea yet. I was just rolling animal handling to handle animals.
Right now, you look at your hands and you're like, "My hands are way too big to handle these animals."
I just look at my big giant turtle dragon hands. It's like, Elwyn?
Oh, don't look at me. They fucking stung the shit out of me earlier.
Good point, bro. Shit. Can I build like?
Right now they're just kind of rolled up in little balls, just chilling. It seems like it would be pretty easy to just pick them up.
Throg, do you think we can build like a backpack cage to put them in,
Like, probably.
like to,
And
like, keep them safe?
Yeah, I'll start working on that. What? Oh shit! These are druids. They don't have anything made of metal. I just start grabbing like wood and I start putting it together to try to build something to keep this nest in.
Roll me a Tinker Tools intelligence check, and while you're doing that, Throdrak examines the natural environment around him. There's some big leaves, there's vines, there's sturdy sticks and logs.
Dirty dicks.
Yeah, sturdy dicks.
Sturdy sticks and logs. Good sirs.
We're such children.
I got an 18.
He notices the way the druids build their structures, and he starts to look at their craftsmanship and how they put their houses together. And he takes a fusion of their roof and like a drape that they used as like a non-door entryway. And you grab some sticks, you cut some vines and you tie them in the corners. You got yourself a nice square. You take these giant leaves and kind of fold them underneath and around, forming a little bit of a cage. Fold a couple leaves and put them inside to make a base of padding. Some nice grass and other soft natural bits that you put in to make a bedding for them. Now all you need is a way to strap this bad boy onto yourself. I mean, who leaves home without some rope? You just pull some rope out, tie that bad boy right to your shoulder. You've got yourself a nice little natural baby animal carry case.
All right.
I
I think that'll do.
I feel like at this point, Oz has like secured the nest in totality. Like he tried to like grab them one at a time at first, and he's like, my hands are just too big for this. So he just got the entire nest to bring down to put inside this carrying backpack that Throg made.
They all kind of bunch together as you're sort of fitting them into the whole little nesting they were sitting on into the carrying terrarium. But you successfully get them in. They kind of wiggle around and adjust themselves a little bit to the new positions, but they seem comfortably relaxed in there.
They're adorable. I don't know about you guys. But I'm kind of glad we killed their parents.
Yeah, man. I think we're gonna be good Scorpion parents. I think I want to name this one Elwyn Jr.
Little EJ.
His like little scorpion hair has got kind of like that pompadour look you've got, bro.
Oh yeah, actually, how's my hair look?
Terrible. It's full of scorpion and like hair and twigs. You should probably prestidigitation that.
I will actually. Yeah, I'll make myself look fucking pristine.
You do a quick twirl, raising your hands up and down into a fabulous pose, fully clean. Little sparkles come out as you do it.
All the rhinestones in my studded leather armor glow.
Just like how you used to start every show off.
That's right. Okay, now that I've thrown us off, we should probably head into that town.
Yeah. That's what we were gonna do before the Scorpions, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Are you bringing all the Squirrelpians with you, or are you dropping some off to the druids? What's your sitch?
No, they're coming with us so that they bond with us.
I'm worried the Scorpions would bond to the druids, and the druids would be like, "These are our Scorpions," and we'll be like, "No, that's Elwyn Jr. right there."
Yeah. And this is to be named, and I still have it in my hand. It's just laying there. I have one of them not in the nest.
Yeah.
They're kind of like roly-polies. They just these little baby ones, like they just stay rolled up in a little ball.
With like fur.
Yeah, you can see a little bit of like the scorpion legs tucked in underneath, but when they're rolled up like this, it's really hard to tell it's not just a fur ball.
Quick question: at this size and like smallness, would their stings be venomous and poisonous in a way that's recreational?
I mean, I was just gonna say it's probably not developed yet. Like I would imagine there's a little precursor to the stinger, but it's
That's
not
a good
actually
call.
active yet.
Oz is not trying to lick frogs unless there's frogs to be licked.
No, you gotta smoke them. That's the
No,
thing.
but you're saying that we could harvest the venom and make a drug out of it. Is that what you're saying?
Possibly, bro.
No, you
if
gotta
that's-
burn them as a whole, and then you can smoke them.
I mean, you're not a narc, right? You're not a cop. You'd have to tell me if
All
you
I'm
were a
saying
cop,
is
bro.
one of your jobs is to get resources, and that's a good way to make money.
Foggy, are you a cop, bro?
Oh, what is a cop?
Fuck, I forgot he's an idiot. Never mind.
I forgot he was here again.
Yes, I've been here the whole time.
Didn't
Also,
help.
I've named this one Jeff. He picks up one of them.
You didn't help at all with that fight, Foggy.
I was talking to the druids. I didn't even realize you guys got in trouble until it was already over.
Foggy, you were supposed to be on top of that.
I love the way you say foggy. Foggy.
Also, I'm not a cop. I've punched cops before.
Righteous.
What is this cop you guys keep talking about, and do you need me to punch him as well?
Well, town guard. We mean town guard.
Foggy, don't punch any
oh.
town guards we meet, please.
Yeah,
Don't.
please don't.
No, I didn't. It's not that I. No, I would. Sometimes I would show up to town and I would go, "Hey, I defeated that big giant monster for you," and then I'd take my helmet off and everyone would scream and try to attack me. So I just punched him and left. I just walked away slowly.
There's a righteous way to handle that kind of problem, man.
I don't
I
want to attack
respect the
people.
way you handled it.
Hey, what are you gonna do? Some people.
Foggy, Foggy, are you gonna be punching any town guards we meet?
Depends. What do they do?
Not Thruggy, Foggy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I copy his answer.
Don't punch
Oh, he is an
anybody. Don't punch
All right,
anybody
guys.
unless we're also punching them.
And then you
Just-
definitely do punch them.
Just so everybody knows, 3 of the 8 Scorpions have been named. We have Jeff, Elwyn Jr., and to be named,
Which might be his new name.
which might be
I
his new
just
name.
thought of that as he said that.
Oh, also, Thradrak's gonna look at that little rolled up ball of a squirrel arpian in his hand, and he's gonna go to that marker of the cross out symbol on his shoulder and just wipe it off. Like, nah, I'm not proud of that.
They are quite dangerous, but mostly to the average person.
Yeah.
But you
All
guys have your squirrelpians, and would you like to just make your way to Port Heinrichsburg?
So we just walk in.
Yeah, I would like. We should go there, and you should play the "It's Always Sunny" music right here. So it says the gang heading to Heinrichsburg.
Now,
That is,
Don't worry,
that
it's
is
free.
public domain music. I
Public
believe.
domain.
can we instead use that like cool techno remix of Lord of the Rings, where it's like the hobbits are going to Isengard. The hobbits are going to Isengard.
Hobbits are going. Eyes and God.
God.
I know the whole thing.
I mean, I would prefer to use that, but I don't know if we can.
I don't know if we can either. I don't know if we can use any of this.
I also don't know it.
Oh wait, what if I say the halflings are going to Baldur's Gate instead?
Well, no, like
Oh no, that's equally sued.
the gang is going to Heinrichsburg. The gang is going to Heinrichsburg.
Bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, you can
Balrog
sample
of
me. You can
Morgoth.
sample me into the techno.
A Balrog of Morgoth. What did you say? I can't do it. I can't do it when I'm sick. I
What
can
is-
do a damn
wait,
fine Gollum, but I
wait.
can't do it when I'm sick.
Can you just give me like a sentence of Gollum through the box,
Oh,
like he's in the 1940s?
you know, fuck it. No, that's too many layers. Yeah, no, that's gonna bring back fucking old Bobby. Old Bobby killed my throat so hard.
I ask too much, sir.
So anyway, the party of jabronis are making their way to Port Heinrichsburg.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna try to walk in.
As you approach the gate, the overall aura of this place is distinctly different than that of Port Ranum. Whereas you could hear the merriment
The gang is going
from
to
outside the
Heinrichsburg.
city in
The
Ranum.
gang is going to Heinrichsburg.
Over here in Heinrichsburg,
The gang is
people's
going to
heads are
Heinrichsburg.
down.
The gang is going to
Everyone's just going where they gotta go. There's no frolicking, no merriment in the streets. There are stalls, there are vendors, people do business, but people seem pretty averse to being outside any longer than they have to be. The guards at the gate regard you as you approach. Halt! What brings you to Port Heinrichsburg?
Who wants to take lead?
You're the talkie guy.
I am the talkie guy, but
It was also your idea to walk directly into the town.
He does have a point.
yeah, you're right. Oh there, fair gods. We're just a couple of travelers looking to make our way in Heinrichsburg.
You know, I think this one's pretty good, honestly. Yeah. You know, I think you got what it takes. You're one of the better impersonators we'd seen. They'd probably love you over at Rennert.
Oh, personator. Yes, like, yeah. I'm still not sure how Elwyn feels about this. Like, he knows now that he's dead, but he's being called impersonator.
As the song I wrote for him goes, what's Elwyn gonna do? Or what's Elwyn gonna do?
That's right. Impersonator, one of the best. Anyways, we're just gonna buy some goods, support the great emperor, the great king.
Of course. If that is all, then you may enter. And they gesture into the city.
Guys, see, that was easy.
Yeah, it was pretty good. But I thought you were a musician.
And I thought you were like Elwyn,
It,
right?
he,
I am.
sounds like he said you're an impressionist, like one of those stand-up impressionists.
Yeah, you played music for us.
Look, yeah, I am the real Elwyn, but I'm using their lack of knowing that I'm dead to know that I'm not alive. Hang on, I just confused myself. Hang on.
No,
We just keep walking.
Oh, okay, got it. No, I was gonna try to say that Throdrock thinks that you're a stand-up impressionist, but I can't mention any celebrities because they don't exist, so I can't even.
If you name one, I'll try to make a fantasy equivalent of them.
The obvious is Conan the Barbarian.
Is that the obvious?
I think it's pretty obvious.
I think it'd be Conan O'Barbarian. Boom.
Yeah, I
Conan,
have
oh
that
barbarian!
I have a character token made that in my little one-shot Roll20 game. I have a Conan O'Barbarian.
No, I was gonna say the guy who gets no respect, Ronnie Dangerfield.
Rodney Dangerfield?
Yeah.
Well, everyone knows the stand-up comedian Rodney Field of Danger. You see, he's lived for 3,000 years, and to this day, no one in the entire realm respects him.
That's such a sad story.
What about Richard the Fire Gin Pryor?
I mean, you just gave that one to me. I didn't even have to
Oh,
come up with it.
that's so good.
He's a fire gin, so
He's a
he's
fire
always
gin.
on fire.
I mean, it just wrote itself. There it is. It's done. Ship it.
I'm
It's
grabbing
Richard
another beer.
Pryor.
Yeah, it's Richard Pryor, but he's on fire.
You just call him
Any
Richard
closer?
Pryor.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Fire Gin, Richard Fire.
It's Richard Fire Genie Pryor. Pryor.
I was thinking of people that people generally do impressions of. That that's why I said Rodney Dangerfield.
Arnaldo.
Everybody else is all
Schwarzenegger.
fucking politics. All these impressions do politics.
But anyways, we're walking into town. Everyone looks sad, and Elwyn's just thinking, "Oh, these guys look like they could use the song." I won't do it, but it looks
You're
like.
not gonna, you're just gonna think. Okay. I got so excited. I thought we were about to have a little roleplay scene.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna do it too.
All of my songs are so far back up on Discord.
You don't have them saved locally for yourself for your own convenience?
Nah.
You fool.
You ain't nothing but an owlbear. Howling through the night.
Yeah, he did it again.
Roll me a
called-
performance check to see
called-
how the crowd reacts.
It is called a callback performance. That's a 17. I'm gonna use my inspiration to re-roll that.
Go for it.
31.
Oh. So As soon as you guys cross the threshold of the gate, Elwyn sees just the overall state of this place and remembers why he started playing music in the first place. He's very familiar with looks like this. People not taking the time to enjoy anything and just going from place to place doing what they have to do. No one ever stops for a moment, but Elwyn pulls out his lute, glides down the street into the town square, and just lets out a mighty "Well," but my microphone didn't pick that up.
No, it didn't.
I could see it on the Discord. My microphone didn't pick it up, but I'm keeping it going anyway.
Girl.
Well, you ain't never Kobold and you ain't no friend of mine.
And people in the crowd in the city around immediately notice that this is the best rendition of this that they've ever heard. It sounds like everything they've been told it's supposed to sound like. It makes them feel like everyone's always said, you know, when we used to listen to Elwyn, he would make your hips start a moving and your feet start a grooving. And these people, destitute in happiness, start to move their feet. They start to shake their hips. Even the two guards who let you in can't help but start swaying back and forth as you perform. This live performance of Ain't Nothing But an Owlbear absolutely rocks Port Heinrichsburg. People are taking their shirts off. People are dancing around. The crowd is just like Elwyn remembered. You jump on top of one of the shopping stall, or like one of the rolling carts. The brake holding it snaps. The cart starts rolling you down the street, and the crowd just chases after you.
And the rest of the band has to follow.
Us dances in the only way you could imagine he would,
Thradrak is very confused.
which is breakdancing and spinning on his shell.
Oh, yes! Thradrak's not confused about that. He's looking up at the crowd of people and what's going on. And he's like, I have no idea what this is. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Well, is this what people do? And he looks at you spinning on the ground and he's kind of making a connection. He's like, oh. Okay.
Give us a dance, Throggy.
Oh, no. See, this is a funny thing. I want this to roll poorly.
So Oz, your shell spin, it's not perfectly in time with the song, but you are maintaining a solid shell spin.
When I tell Throggy to dance,
Yes.
I want to give him a bardic inspiration, but can this one subtract that number?
Is that a thing?
I think he's landed pretty much where he wants to be.
Yeah, I got a 6.
I will say, that's technically the cutting words thing you're trying
Yeah.
to do, I'm pretty sure.
I know. Yeah, it is.
So no, but he rolled as low as he needs to. So you turn to Thradrak as you're rolling on the cart, and you're like, Throggy, give him a dance for me.
My arms start moving, but none of the rest of my body.
You got the
And I-
Johnny Bravo, right?
Yeah, and then I start like crouching a little bit, and then I get self-conscious and I stop doing that, and I'm just like, and I start like moving my hips side to side, and I'm like, is this it? Am I supposed to feel something?
Oz is, every time Oz spins around, he only sees you doing like one of those different awkward dance. I don't see anything in between, so I'm just like, yeah, Throg! Yeah, get it, dude! I'm just not seeing you while you're doing the awkward in between spots.
I can perfectly picture that.
Fucking Throg is killing it out here, dude. My boys are ripping it up.
Is this it? I mean, I guess.
It is
Basically,
totally
they
it.
love it.
But as you finish the performance, you jump off of the cart. You strum the last chord.
I'm staying on top of the cart.
Okay, you stay on top of the cart, and as you're rolling, the cart starts to approach a very large, angry-looking armored man, and then the record scratch happens.
I just want to say, are you tired of the way you're living here in Heinrichsburg?
Oh. Right in front of the armored guy?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oz yells out. He's still like on his shell, but he's like, yeah, I'm just trying to like be that one voice that starts everybody.
I love Oz.
Give me a persuasion check, Elwyn.
Yeah. Oh, all right. I thought I was doing it.
32.
Damn, it's better than I could have done.
The armored man puts his hand on your shoulder and starts to grip slightly tighter than is comfortable, but not necessarily in an I'm going to assault you kind of way.
Yeah, I'm not backhanding him right away.
And he's just gonna be like, well, that was the best performance I've ever seen in my life. Now, I am supposed to execute you for what you just said. However, I think we can all just say that we heard a great performance here today. And he just starts clapping. The crowd starts clapping.
Slow clap. He starts it slow. And it's like,
What I'm done, I'm just doing a slow, like I play downward on this, all the strings on the guitar and just top off the cart. So, what is your name, sir?
are you giving him an autograph?
He stands up, tries to look as honorable as possible, and is just like, I am Lord Grand Captain, Senior Vice Chairman of Port Heinrichsburg, Luger Feldion.
That's hang on, that was Lujan? How do you spell that one? I am filling out an autograph for him.
Luger Villon. And I actually don't know how to spell that because I just made the name up a second ago.
Luger. It's French.
Yeah, it's French, and I have no idea how you spell things in French.
I'm pretty sure you just. I'm pretty sure it's just luge.
L-O-U. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, it would be like
I think it's like
L-O-U-G.
L-U-G-E. It's just
Yeah.
You just gotta put some
Accent
fucking
marks
dirt.
everywhere.
You just gotta put some dirt on it when you say it.
No, and then what was the second name?
Leon.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
just
not-
Leon.
Was it Luge Leon?
I think so.
All right, that's the Dynasty Warriors character.
Well,
Yeah, but then when we went back there- Look, before we played tonight, I read the entire biography on Wikipedia of Cao Cao, Guandu, and a couple other people, and I've been watching a lot of. This may have happened by accident. It's not. No. I think you're thinking of Zhuge Liang.
Yeah, I am.
That's Zhuge Liang. The way that's spelled, the way we want to pronounce it when we read it is Zhug Liang.
I'm editing this part out. I'm leaving in the part where I made fun.
I mean, that is so close. I think Brian might be right that it's seeped into your subconscious.
It most likely did.
I mean, I've been filling my head with Romance of the Three Kingdoms era stuff lately.
You gotta watch that fucking Shogun show.
Shogun? Yeah, Shogun.
Yeah. It's all the characters you know from.
That's the wrong country, but I do like Japan history too.
They do have Luger Leon in
They're
it.
just Warriors games. They're all the same to me.
They have a Frenchman.
Yeah,
the Frenchman does come in out of
franchises are
nowhere.
the same, but China and Japan are different places.
All right, so this French Asian guy.
Yeah.
Okay. I've spelled it all correctly, and I just handed it to him.
Luge Liang.
Oh, wow, you even got the signature really good. Are you on your way to Renner?
No, actually, I was just on my way to town. My friends and I pointed to the spinning turtle and the guy in the big armor. Who's just like awkwardly shaking his arms, even though the song is stopped.
I feel like I've run out of momentum, and like at top, I'm starting to really teeter, and I'm just kind of like, Throg, can you help me up? Without using a spell slot, I'm going to be stuck down here.
Oh no. I knew that applied to regular turtles. I didn't know about you. Here, I got you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Thank you, buddy.
That's a dangerous dance move that you do.
Yeah, well, I had faith in my friends to write me. Thank you.
But yeah, I'm with those guys, and we're just here checking out the town. Didn't try to incite a rebellion or anything.
The finest town outside of the Realm Royale itself, if I do say. I'm required to say.
Oh man, Grand King, Great King. I don't have the notes pulled up.
Which one? The highest one?
Yeah.
I don't have the notes pulled up either. I don't know. I think it's the Grand King.
Isn't
Yeah.
this dude king? He's got like 75 titles.
Oh, this is a
No.
pretty low-ranking guy
No,
in this faction.
yeah, yeah.
He had 33 titles.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
a pretty low rank. That's
Oh,
he
yeah.
didn't even have like 50 titles.
Oz, you don't understand anything about how to
I'm
deal with Renart.
I am so dizzy, bro.
You know what? He's got a point. With that many titles, you feel like he'd be more important, right?
I had a point. Nice.
Yeah, he had a point. The guy that almost got stuck on his back.
I was stuck on my back. It wasn't almost.
Oh, and I mean, you know enough about Renner. That having that many ranks doesn't really. It's
Yeah.
not the quantity; it's how high they are.
Yeah.
He's in charge of this city.
Yeah.
For sure.
But I'm trying to play him like this spot is actually important, and that he should rebel against it. Take control of it, and
I get that. Now explain that to him.
I say that to him in a persuasive manner.
Come on, you got. How are you trying to persuade this guy who's super loyal to his kingdom to betray it? I know you can roll the roll. I just want to hear what you say to him, just for my sake, so I know how to react to it. You know what I mean? Don't make it my responsibility to come up with what you said.
Oh man.
Ryan.
Oh, actually, you know what? We should delay this until further. Being the one in charge of this grand city, right? You probably have your own manor by the sea and stuff. Yeah, you should invite everybody of importance in, and then promise that the best Elwyn impersonator will be there. The one that just put on the great show.
I think that could be arranged. Everyone would be delighted to have a private concert. Do you mind if I write a couple songs on a request for it?
Oh, no, not at all, actually. You know what? I actually do most of my singing are songs I haven't written myself.
He picks 2 songs that are the ones that you actually wrote, and 3 songs that are just like some of your more popular ones. And he's like, I threw a couple on there for the more basic fans.
Yeah, you know what? You gotta appeal to the masses, you know? The true fans know the good ones.
The songs he picked from your original catalog are ones that even by your standards, you're like, really? I don't even really like that one.
But I wrote those ones, so they have a special place in my heart. Yeah. Yeah, that's what Erlen's gonna be at. He's inviting the guy to the host a party, and basically it would be the big show is Elwyn impersonator is gonna be the star event.
Nice. So I'm thinking it'll take me at least a couple days to get this ready. So if you guys don't mind, in the meantime, you could stay at the inn for free.
Righteous?
Oh yeah.
I'm sure after that performance, they won't mind letting you stay. But if they tell you anything, just send them my way and I'll talk to them.
Gotcha. I'm gonna call you Leo. Leo. That's just my special nickname for you.
Brave, like a lion. I like it.
You know, I was thinking lion in my head, and then I thought Leo.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I'll get like a lion emblazoned. You're sorry, you just seem so much like the real thing. You know, I've watched some of the illusions.
Oh, you paid for one of those illusions. They're never as close as the real thing. Oh, flash and pose.
I mean, it feels like the real thing, but you know, the illusions and the memory crystals, those are really the only ways to get to experience
The classics. No, I get it. Anyways, my friends and I are planning on drinking at the end. You gonna cover that as well?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. You can have one drink on me. But trust me, there'll be plenty of food and drink at the party we're putting together for you.
Just?
That'll have the free booze.
Indeed. Besides,
Alright.
the stuff at the end's not going to be nearly as good as the stuff I have.
All right, well, I'm gonna tell my friends about this, and we're gonna go head to the inn, and well, you'll know where to reach us, I suppose.
Yeah, and if you're out and about doing stuff, I'll just leave a note for you there.
Hey, fellas,
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
What up?
we're going to the inn. We're getting shit faced.
Righteous.
Righteous.
Smash cut at the bar, 3 drinks
wait.
deep. Oh, sorry.
Wait 1 second, guys. One of us has got to stay sober. We're parents now.
Throdrock's the one holding them.
I'm kind of cool with that. I never drank before. So yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right, I'm trying to get Foggy drunk.
I was gonna make
Oh.
Foggy stay sober. So
Oh, I'm getting frog.
No, I like the opposite. I'm staying sober and Foggy's getting drunk.
all right, righteous.
I want Foggy to be drunk too.
All right, now smash cut.
Now
Smash cut, 3 drinks deep. Foggy's just like, this alcohol stuff's pretty wild.
We'll drink up. It's all on Leon.
You just told him
whatever.
it's all on him.
Yeah, I'm telling the barkeep. Leo got it.
Oz goes over and tells the barkeep separately. He's like, can I get the bill at the end? It is not on Zhuhei Liang.
Oh, yeah. Your friend seems pretty extravagant, so I'll just pretend like I'm listening to him, but I'll give it to you at the end.
Yeah, this is pretty common at bars. I'm just getting the tab. So just like I'm a pretty high roller, so like just get me that tab at the end of the night. All right, that's all I'm saying, dude.
I do have a question. Entertainer background by popular demand. I can play music at the inn, bar, tavern, whatever it is, for free, and get free lodging and food and stuff. I want to extend that to the rest of the group.
Extend it using your mouth to the NPC.
I say that to him. I'm trying.
You say the
All right.
I don't know what the internet is. I can't look that up.
How about like you make the bill disappear, and my boy Elwyn performs a couple songs for the crowd.
I mean, they got people wild as hell last time he played. Absolutely.
I think that's how that would work if you wanted to use that ability.
Yeah.
And I mean, you could also just extend like I'm security. This is obviously a roadie. Look at him. I mean,
Oh yeah, bro.
that's roadie right there. It says it all over.
Right.
And Foggy carries the equipment.
Yeah,
I guess that is a roadie.
Yeah, I was about to say, what do I do?
That is a fucking roadie. Sorry, I'm not a music guy.
No, I'm the friend that shows up to every show and
Yeah,
says I'm a roadie to try to get in for free, and I just like carry in one of the extra guitars or something and put it down and then just hang out.
You're referring to me.
Yeah.
I'm Elwyn's hype man. I get up on stage with him and I'm like, yo, pictures while he's performing. Obviously.
Roll that performance, and then I guess with advantage because you've got a hype man.
Oh, I was gonna give everyone bardic inspirations.
You're like the MC.
Giving everyone bardic inspirations. That is just a 19.
Saving his good stuff for the party.
You play a less exciting number because you're trying not to get people too riled up because you're not trying to bust this guy's bar. So you play one of your slower numbers, more romantic songs. People are getting a little doughy-eyed at each other though. Extra drinks are being ordered, so the guy is making some more cash because it looks like people are trying to set the mood for the night to the smooth sounds of Elwyn's romance tracks.
I'm singing way too much.
I have a strong feeling that me and Throg are gonna have a very similar. I have a feeling that me, Throg, and Fog are all gonna have a very similar scenario here, whereas like as everybody else starts to get closer, we're all just like very quietly like looking at our own like at our own fingers and our own feet, like, all right, when's this song gonna be over? Cause none of us have ever seen a girl before.
You want to
Look for girls. I'm trying to get
Yeah.
girls.
Do you want to roll for ladies?
I'm a big old turtle man. I don't think there's gonna be any ladies here for a big old turtle man.
You have bardic inspiration for that.
If you roll high enough, there could be a dragonborn.
Look, we're not into turtle chasers. We don't want it for a fetish. It has to be real.
Everybody thinks I'm some kind
There's
of furry.
There's like a tiny little dwarf lady who's like, I'm into turtles. I love turtles.
She sounds like super southern. I love turtles.
He's from North Dakota. North Dakota trailer trash.
What do I roll for girls?
Just give me a flat d20. The closer to a 20, the more optimal a romantic partner for Oz would be in the crowd.
Can he use bardic inspiration for this?
I'll allow it.
I'm not using it. Not happening. It's a 15.
Okay. Okay, so with a 15, you see someone who Oz is very physically attracted to. And she's by herself at the bar. Would you like to approach?
What is she? What's her race? Is she Dragonborn?
She's a dragonborn.
All right.
She's wearing looks just like kind of a rogue setup. Your standard rogue setup. She's got like a hood over her head, dark clothes, quiver on her back, and some daggers.
All right. So Oz has only ever seen the other Dragonborns from the orphanage, like go through their like mating / like coupling ceremonies / rituals, and there's like there's a strange like ceremonial walk dance that the dudes do to get like, it's very like Animal Kingdom-esque, and Oz gets up and like shakes himself out, and then I'm gonna give myself a little performance check here to see how my strut is over to the bar.
Oh,
That's a solid strut. You beat the
It's a
DC
16.
was her roll, so she was a DC 15 strut roll.
All right, so Oz has like I feel like Elwyn's probably busy performing, but Throgdrak probably sees him. He's got like this like real like preening, like dipping, like salsa strut up to the bar. It's both silly and extremely sexual.
And it almost looks like it's involuntary.
Yeah,
I'm just like watching, and I'm like, it almost looks like I'm watching one of the monsters that I'm interested in.
yeah. It looks like I'm mildly spasming.
I also just remembered, if you ever seen videos, have you ever seen videos of tortoises fucking random objects? They always go like,
Yeah. So essentially, I get up to the bar. Essentially, I get all the way up to the bar next to her, and I kind of like lean on it, and then I do that tortoise thing where I go,
You catch her attention with your unusual
I've caught
sound.
the entire bar's attention, I feel like, unnecessarily. There's a bunch of people dancing romantically, just had to watch me fucking, like, spasm across the floor.
But she turns, pulls the hood down from over her head. Tiny blue scales go across. She looks down at you. She's quite tall. You notice as you get right up next to her. She's got quite a big height on you, actually. She appears to be roughly like 6'7", and she looks down to you and just goes, and then she stands up and curls her arms over her head and then spreads them out and then puts her arms down and kind of starts going in almost like a I'm going for my toes stretch to up in the air, and then starts wiggling her arms around and circles around you a little bit. And then she sits down next to you with a very comfortable posture. Well, What's your name?
Oz Greatjern? People call me Strange? But you can call me Oz. You can call me Oz.
You are a strange one, Oz. I'll give you that.
Righteous.
I've never seen anyone who looks like you before, but I feel like I've heard about it. Can't quite remember. What? You're a very interesting character, Oz Strange Greyjourn.
I like to say I'm one of a kind.
So it seems. And I do like things that are rare.
Oh, yeah? Like, really? Can I get you a drink?
Sure.
Oh, dope. Barkeep, drink for me and my friend. What's your name?
We'll see if you get to know that.
All right, Righteous.
Barkeep comes over with a drink for each of you. So what brings you here? You're clearly not from around.
I look panically back at Throgdrock. It's like, I'm in over my head.
I just give a shrug. I'm like, I don't know what the hell's going on right now. Try to give like a hand gesture of like, do you need me?
Do you need me to kill her?
Is there you my assistants? Or do you want me to fuck her too? What's going on right now?
I shrug back at you, and then I do a series of hand signals, and then I think I want to shuffle back over real quick, and grab a baby scorpion, and then shuffle back.
Elwyn Jr.
Girls love dads and pets.
I just watch this happen, and I just stare at you as you open up the nest and you grab one of them because you're not taking mine. And,
No.
And I just watch you do it, and I'm just fascinated.
Augie pulls out a notepad and puts on a little pair of glasses on his giant Goliath head and just starts writing down, girls love pets. And then puts it back in his pocket, pulls off his tiny little glasses, nods his head approvingly.
So I take the scorpion back over, and I like present it. Like I'm just like kind of holding him. I'm like, oh, this little guy's name is Peaches, and he is a scorpion. And I, my lady, am from the Draconic Plane.
Oh, really? So you are a Dragonborn. Then, and she reaches behind you and just kind of knocks on the shell. Where'd you get that then?
It was a gift from either my mom or my dad. Not sure. I did grow up a bit of an orphan, but enough about my tragic backstory. I am a one of a kind dragon turtle born. Ta-da!
That is quite impressive. But who are you?
My name's Oz. We did that already. You haven't told me your name.
Well, you don't seem like a bad person. I suppose I could tell you my name. Do you want the common version, or do you want me to speak it to you in our native tongue?
Let's go with the common version.
You can just call me Jan then. Yeah, just Jan.
Jan. Gotcha.
Jan. I like that.
Real quick, I don't know if I missed it. Did you say what color her scales were?
Blue.
Blue dragon name.
Good question. I would never have thought of that.
Yeah. Jan.
Dragonborn names are usually crazy, but I asked if you wanted dragon or normal.
Yeah, like I don't necessarily go by like the whole like dragon name all the time. You know, growing up, like I just don't have like a full fit. It makes the naming process real hard, so I kind of like to stick to the regular names.
That's fine. Well, I'm Jan. I traveled over here from the Draconic Plane, I don't know, 15-ish years ago. And this was the first place I ended up, and, ended up in debt. Now leaving's a little hard. So here I am, until I can figure out how to get the fuck out of here.
Who do you owe in this town? Who could possibly rack up like debt like that? I mean, you're a dragonborn. You could just like be out when you want to.
It's not that easy. They have my recall stone. Someone picked it out of my pocket. Then they knocked me out. And then I woke up down the street from here. And I've just been kind of piecing it all back together since.
All right, word. I knew what like 95% of those things you said were, but like recall stone, that's a new one to me.
Oh, do they not have those? So what you know is a recall stone. The guy that you've been gone. How do I want to put this? When you were around, they weren't a thing. So this is new to you, but she's saying it as if it's commonplace for Dragonborns,
All right, righteous.
or at least for her.
Does the recall stone take you back to the draconic plane?
Indeed, it does. We never leave home without our go back home for once card.
Dope.
Everyone only gets one though.
So who took it from you?
His name's Don. He does a lot of gambling over in the shadier side of town. I was trying to make some money to pay off the debt so I could leave. But that's obviously not the right avenue.
All right. So we got a shady side of town, and a guy named Dom, and he's got my lady's stone.
But we don't have to worry about that tonight. We're just having fun. Drinking a free drink. Thanks, by the way. Oh.
Was that the sound of her drinking it?
Yeah, I did an eating noise. Let's replace that with a gulp.
No, I like the home.
She just
Like
eats
she's-
the whole cup.
They have in this bar. They have like solid cubes of alcohol, like a Jello shot, and she ordered those. She really likes them. Oh,
Yeah, she likes the edible. Good save, Mike. Yeah, she likes the edible. That's what it was the whole time.
Oh, you guys want one of our gelatinous cubes?
oh,
yeah,
aren't those
so you get
are those corrosive? No, it's just the name.
Yeah, these ones are full of vodka.
Yeah, this one tastes like blueberry. It's fucking great.
It's referential humor. We like to eat things that we can't punch.
Damn Skippy. All right, Oz would like to sneak back away from Jan, back over to Throg, and just be like, "Oh, dude, I think I just found like a one-way ticket back to the Draconic plane."
Oh, what? And this is me saying this. That's not where I thought you were gonna take this, but back to Throdrak. Word. Why would we want to go there though?
No, any particular reason, but like we're still like kind of working for some people we don't fully know, so like maybe having like a go home key would be
Yeah.
nice.
You know, it was technically kidnapping. We did bring that up.
Oh yeah, we were like kidnapped. We were having like a real Stockholm syndrome scenario right now.
But as you say that, you look at like you can see that Foggy is still writing in his notebook, and he has the glasses at the end of his nose. Like as you say, he's dumb. We both look at him, and he kind of looks smart for a second, and we're like, nah, all right. That's I like options. So, okay. That's not why I thought you walked over there.
Oh no, she's definitely a hot dragon lady. That's for sure.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah,
and I'm
for
gonna,
sure a hot dragon lady.
Okay, but I also have something. I've been while you were doing that, I've been pondering, and he shows you a napkin. There's a bar napkin, but it now looks like the blueprints, like full-fledged blueprints to some sort of cannon, and he's like, so I thought of a name for this guy, and he pulls out the Squirrel Orpian, and he's like, it's the Nameless One. Because he's the only one we're not going to name, but it also sounds badass and he's all cute, so it's ironic and funny. But I then started to think about it, and we could use all of those guys and kind of make a Squirrelorpian launcher and shoot them at people, like an entire bed of Squirrelorpians. And then I started thinking, what if you could reduce them?
So I won't lie to you, my first thought when like he was like we could tame them was like let's just make them giant squirrelpian mounts
Yes.
was my first thought. So like we're really vibing right now.
We're really vibing. Yeah.
We're vibing hard.
I'm
And,
just saying, I have ideas. I have ideas. We can make a drug lab. We could make a launcher. We can make mounts. We're figuring stuff out.
I really love the idea of like launching like a full bed of scorpions at somebody, because like that almost killed Elwyn. Like
I
it
saw
could've been-
that.
It could have been bad, bro. So
I
like
know.
we could really deal some damage with like a full bed of like scorpions.
And like, I don't know if you haven't noticed, but I'm all about designing weaponry and whatnot, and armor. So I just looked at that, and my brain just started going, "Oh, a scorpion launcher, obvious. You're a genius."
Riding off your nat 20 from earlier, Mike, you basically know everything about them from a book you read one time. They have a short gestation period, and they mature quickly. So, like rabbits, they can spread pretty quick.
Oh my god, that's
Oh,
perfect.
excellent. So I was gonna say, you did say they were kind of fragile, but like if we can get a breeding population together, we could
Which
really
we
just-
have.
Yeah. Do we need one more colony to assure no crossbreeding?
Genetic diversity? I was
Genetic
thinking
diversity?
the same thing.
Fucking right, dude.
So, as you might remember, Mike, I mentioned that there were the white-furred ones and then the brown-furred ones, which burrow.
Oh! Fuck yes! I didn't remember that, Eric, but I guess...
As Rodrak remembers.
Yeah. me and Oz pound it, though.
Oh right.
It's like, yes! Alright, well, we got this, but now... we gotta pay attention to this nest.
You guys pounded. How does the fist differential between fists?
It's pretty large.
Yeah,
Well-
I feel like with his gauntlets on, like
Yeah.
I have a big hand, but he's got like probably
like
twice
a-
the size of hand of me still.
I think it's like a
If not more.
basketball versus a softball.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, okay.
Because
Okay.
he's not a baseball, because he's got the dragon turtle fist. So it's more like a softball.
Yeah, it's bigger.
Like the Ninja Turtles.
I'm a turtle.
I would picture the palm of his hands like the size of a CD.
And Thradrak's slowly starting to realize how to say the word righteous.
Just dude.
Righteous.
Yeah, you're getting it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slowly learning how to be a dude.
Oh, I put Peaches back in the nest.
How many have you named so far? I
We've
feel
got
like
four.
that's...
We've got four. We've got Jeff, Elwyn Jr., the nameless one, and Peaches.
Oh no, he doesn't have a name.
Yeah.
He's on my list. On my list, he's the nameless one.
But think of how funny that would be. Like, you don't want to see the power of the nameless one. And you're like, oh my god, who's the nameless one? And I pull out this tiny little fuzzy, adorable thing. This! Behold!
We use even once he becomes full size, we still use reduce on him to make him real tiny.
Yeah. Yeah, because the power of the nameless one is how cute he is. Oh, I didn't want to get enlarge reduce,
I think I have it.
but now I so do.
Let me see if I got it.
I intentionally didn't get it. I can get it. I just
So the way you know me, I've calculated stuff. Enlarge reduce raises it by the one size. If you can find a second item that increases something size that isn't the same thing as the enlarge reduce spell, you can then double up on it.
All right, I do not have enlarge reduce, but you're saying if we can find like an item that gives a size boost, we could double up, but we couldn't both cast
no.
enlarge reduce separately on it.
No,
to
no.
make it
On the same one, yeah. As long as it has a different effect name.
You're saying if we enlarge it right now, like even from even when they become full size, if we enlarge it, they still wouldn't be big enough. To
No, I
even
wasn't suggesting doing that. I didn't think that I could cast enlarge reduce twice on an object. I wasn't thinking that. But no, Eric, Brian, do you even have access to that spell?
I probably
Because I
don't,
do.
actually.
I know for a fact I do, but I intentionally didn't pick it because my original design for this character was that he would basically turn into Hulkbuster armor eventually, but I erased that idea. I like the idea of casting it on a tiny little creature and then riding it. That sounds fun. Especially if it's a Squirrel Orpian. Riding that like a horse? That sounds awesome.
Enlarge Reduce is a sorcerer/wizard spell.
So yeah, I
So
do
I
not
don't have
access
access
to it.
to it. so I
Uh,
must have done a cheat last time I built this character.
I'm pretty
I
sure
could.
artificers get it.
They might.
Oh, you
if
didn't look
they-
it up? You just said that?
No. I'm looking at the
Yeah, you're looking at
roll
it.
20 compendium
Good
class.
Lord reduced. I'm looking at it right now for the artificer spell list. Boom, right on there.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think the Roll20 compendium has like
It doesn't
all
have
the
artificer.
stuff.
Ah,
Oh,
yeah,
no, you're right.
right.
It does not have
You're right.
Artificer.
Okay, my mistake, guys. I
Yeah.
retract.
You know, I'm not editing it out. We're keeping it in. People are gonna know you're a fool now.
I am.
Yeah, you weren't
stupid.
using Wikidot like a pro.
Did you say Wikidot?
Yeah, the website I always use.
It's
Guys,
the best.
I do have an idea for what we can do at the party, though. I have Gaius,
Okay.
so
Get
we
my
can,
attention.
if we can get the commander of the town, like alone or whatever, we can enchant him to, for at least for the next 30 days, like
Give up the town. Like move
or,
away.
or to just like like stop being dicks.
Stop being dicks. But was that
Ooh,
the
what-
answer for?
what-
Or
What if we had like all of like the guards or whatever, like he commands the guards to all like, all right guys, we're heading back to like the home country, and like leaves all these like nice town people here.
Yeah. Also, having them leaving would be okay.
So
too.
one thing I can say is that I'm not even sure if any of that is necessary, because it was demonstrated as soon as we walked in that Elwyn has the power to revolutionize the town.
Yeah, that's true.
He's Che Guevara. Like, if he says something, they'll fucking do it. Potentially, that could go
Potentially.
another direction. But I'm just saying, that's my first thought I had when I saw that. I was like, oh, if you're worried about being a revolution, we got.
how hardcore Leo was with my performance check.
Yeah.
Which was just like a 32, and
Oh my god.
he was telling me, like, instead of executing me, it was just like, hey, lay off a little bit. So like,
Oh no, so
if
that's
I-
so corrupt too. That's
I'm legally required
so-
to execute you for what you just said when you jumped off this thing at the end when you were just like, everyone revolution.
So wait,
But
can I
I'm not
ask you,
gonna-
Eric? What was he under? Maybe I can't ask this, but what would he have been executed for? That kind of threw me through a loop.
He just basically tried to incite a revolution in
against
public right in front of him.
Yeah.
There's a very tight grip, it seems like, on the
Oh.
on the public speaking of this town.
Oh my god, it's that bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, the country he
Oh.
comes from is real bad.
I wasn't picking up on that. Okay, this is a different
I think-
country.
Like all the people aren't, but like the way it runs itself is.
I
Yeah.
think we definitely can use like Lawrence as like a Che Guevara, but like in our back pocket we have Gaius if we need to like magically force somebody to do what we want them to.
I think
for a
Gaius
period of
and
time.
Jacob. I think
Wait, what's
Gaius
Gaius?
and
What's Gaius? And how would you use it? Like,
Yeah, I would have him like probably be like, let me take the occupying like guardsmen and soldiers back
And-
to what's the country? Renard.
Renard. Where
So
I'm
if we get him to sail away, leaving like these nice townspeople here, then we could probably just like, I don't know, fucking destroy the port, like the actual like docks, so they can't come back to the city. At least like
Ooh.
quickly, you know.
wow, that's such a good idea.
I'm still on
Radical
board.
but
with it.
effective.
They
I
can
think-
still get so,
Also, zero casualties.
destroying the dock doesn't ensure that it will take that long. It just means that they need to use rowboats to get to shore from the main ship.
Yeah.
So it's dependent on how many rowboats they have, and also like,
They could have airships. Actually, I had an airship.
what the fuck is an airship? Sorry, I had to roleplay for a second.
What?
They might
What
have
the-
airships. Is a different. Yeah. So destroying
Imagine-
the dock might be very little.
You guys have been in the environment. Airships can't land here. The forest is way too dense for a good landing spot.
I'm skeptical. So I'm skeptical of destroying the dock being that much of a slowdown
Yeah.
But if you really think of it, how many rowboats does one ship have? Because as soon as they land, they would have to like send them back and then go all the way back and then all the way. Like that still is really slow. That might
Also,
be
remember magic.
yeah.
Magic
They
Tech.
might have workarounds.
What
Yeah.
if we bred and then enlarged permanently somehow
That's
an entire small battalion
that time?
army of scorpions?
How slow, Eric? What's the gestation? Like when you say quick, are we talking tribbles or are we talking like gerbils?
We're talking like slightly over 3 months.
Fuck.
Well, I don't know. What if we talk to the druids about it? Because we're not gonna take all the druids back to the fort with us, right?
We're not gonna take all of them. Just the high ones. The
It
strong
wasn't specified how many druids are going with you, but you were promised that there was at least druid with a parentheses around the S are going with you.
Some form of a contingency of druids.
Got to be some way we can set this up where if we can get the main occupying force of like soldiers on the boat away from town, that the druids could then come into town, help the people that are already here, and then also fend off like a rowboat's worth of invading
Oh.
soldiers, you know?
Oh wait, if we have druids, that's a different story.
If you get the people out of the city and the druids can just walk in and do whatever they need to do, that's job done.
Yeah, dude, because they can just all my brain just explodes thinking of what druids could do to
They
defend
can
this.
control water.
They can control water, but I'm also looking at the coastline, and that looks like there's grass along the coastline, which is where you could grow trees. So you could make a wall of trees instantaneously.
True.
You
You
make it
could-
a fucking druid grove, and nobody can.
This
get
is
into it.
going to be a druid grove. Don't you understand? The druids are about to be. Oh fuck.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
what I'm. It's why I'm trying to take them to be in our
Oh.
base to also
Giving
cast-
them 30 days, they could get a lot of druid setup done in 30 days. That's a lot of long
I'm-
rest to keep waking up and casting spells every day to set up the whole city.
I'm such a real life druid that sounds like the most beautiful city I've ever seen in my life. Just you take a real world like castle and you set a bunch of druids up against it, so all of the walls are covered in ivy, and that ivy is covered in flowers, and each of those flowers has like a fucking like missile that comes out of it or some shit.
A
Like-
scorpion missile.
Ah,
That's why Elwyn wanted druids first.
All right. So I feel like we've got a good idea as to what we're gonna try to accomplish.
Yeah, so it sounds like you have your scorpions, you have a plan, you have a couple days until the party where you can enact the gayest strat, if that is the strat you decide
it's
to go
not
with.
that bad of a strat. Why would you call it that?
The
Oh,
gayest.
I'm sorry.
strat.
I'm sorry. By the way, you're gonna have to censor that.
I like the gayest strat a lot.
It still sounds like it to me.
The chaos strat.
Thank you.
It's like an old Celtic word. I think.
Yep.
But this will be a good
Gaius?
spot to end the session, I think. We have a strategy for what you guys are gonna do. We have some free time. I have a whole side quest that I had ready for last session, but it got thrown off because Ryan was like, "Let's go to this bar that I already know about." I was like, "Oh, my
So-
side quest."
So Ryan was on NyQuil. That was very clear to me in that last session.
It
He
became
tried
increasingly-
so hard to, he did a good effort, but he was like, "How you doing, Giovanni?" And he was like, I was like, "Oh fuck, he's not ready to have a full-fledged role play. This is a full-fledged role play moment."
Yep.
And you're
A full like let me find out about my own death moment.
that's
Yeah.
what I mean. That's
Like,
what
your
I mean.
name's Giovanni. Where's your big cat at?
I wish I said
Is that a
something
quote?
clever.
No, but I think I did bring up that he was the bad guy from Pokemon.
Yeah, he has a Persian as a.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
I always like that character actually.
Yeah, it's a good guy.
Thank you everyone for joining us with the Roll Initiative podcast.
Woo!
We will see you next week for more Roll Initiative time in the same Roll Initiative place.
Same roll initiative time. Wait, same
Yeah.
bat hour, same bat place.
Roll for having a good night, everyone.
I'm gonna do
Woo!
it.
I'm
Wait,
not
gonna
rolling.
do
I'm
it.
gonna roll one of my regular dice. That's a
I'm
12.
gonna roll a D100 though.
a 4. The session.
I got a 13, so I'm gonna sleep kind
So,
of well. But I'm gonna wake up like an hour earlier than I have
So
to.
the thing is, I got an 11, which is pretty nice,
I like
but
that.
I rolled a D100.
Oh, that's not that great.
That's not that great. You're getting 11% sleep.
Ah,
Fuck! Listen, guys, I don't know if it's working. I don't know if this whole Craig thing's working out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to replace Craig with Jesus.
You need to slow your roll.
well, everyone has Jesus in their life, and if you don't, you should accept him.
Accept
He-
Craig into your life.
He has
You accept-
risen.
Do you accept Jesus to do our audio recording?
I accept Karate doing Jesus from The Walking Dead to do our recording.
He doesn't know the first thing about recording.
I
Yeah,
don't even
he
know
knows-
how those sentences go together, or words. I
Yeah,
mean.
apparently
Um,
there's a guy in Walking Dead named Jesus. I didn't know he exclusively did karate.
Yeah, I did know that.
In the comics, he fucking kicks a grenade out of the air and it goes back to Negan's guys and kills all of them.
That seems unlikely.
But
I found out if you shoot a grenade, it doesn't blow up.
What about landmines? What if somebody if somebody threw a landmine and shot it?
What
I
is
think
this, Goldeneye?
that's probably gonna set the landmine off because the landmine's like a pressure plate. The grenade's not a pressure plate.
Oh,
it-
wow, good point.
It's a pressure. It's a pressure for a to set the timer off like before the blast. But that's just the release of the handle. Now I think there are and this is just sorry. I don't think there are. My video game brain says there's got to be at this point, pressure sensitive grenades that you just throw and explode immediately because I have those. I've had those in video games.
Yeah.
But there's also got to be plasma grenades at this point, right? As well, like big blue glowing grenades that you throw and they stick. To
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, we have those.
Let's see a show of hands. Who's thrown a real grenade?
Brian, this is an audio podcast, so nobody
No,
can see our
I can't
hands.
see your hand.
Fourth more, if that's how you say that. We're on Discord right now. None of us can see each other's hands. At best, you and Mike could run into the other room or into the hallway and exchange hands, but we
Hey,
all
hang
know
on.
it's just you.
Yeah, just a sec. Wait,
Go exchange hands.
that's
see
me
my-
walking. Yeah.
You
It just
can
sounds
see-
like my hands
We
slapping.
learned
the
I can't
ground.
do this effect anymore unless. Hang on, let me see. Maybe this will do the effect.
Do I sound like I'm in the other room?
Yeah, very good.
Hell yeah! I have a box now.
Mike's doing all his own Foley for the
Hang on.
for the episode.
Put the box back on and try to do like an old timey radio voice.
Here, let me remove these things so it doesn't make that awful sound when I stick it in the box. Here, that's good.
What she said.
Ha!
Yes, I
Bazinga.
made a joke.
I did too. I said bazinga.
Hey
Welcome
Brian,
to
when
our
you're editing
program.
this, keep that joke.
Welcome to our program. We hope you enjoy.
Fuck, we lost Mike to the fucking 1960s. Jesus.
It's wonderful here, where your woman never has to go to work, and you can smoke cigarettes everywhere, even the hospital. Ha ha!
That's pretty solid.
Hey, I found a way to do this.
Nice.
This is what the entire thing this podcast was lacking was the ability to go box voice.
Yes.
Now I have an idea what to do if I ever end up doing the Cthulhu campaign or maybe
Well,
Immediately, this episode takes place in 1940s America.
Excellent. Shit, I didn't can I shave my mustache? Can you guys give me 15 minutes? I gotta run upstairs and shave my mustache and do what's going to be almost a Hitler mustache, but I'm going to defend as a Charlie Chaplin.
It wasn't out yet.
It's the 1940s. Of course, it's the Chaplin. Early 1940s.
I'm actually doing the Robert Downey Jr. mustache from the movie Chaplin.
It was not even closer to Hitler.
It's just Charlie Chaplin, but it's Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
I was doing Charlie
Woo!
Chaplin from the movie The Dictator.
You know what would be
Nobody
weird?
found that funny.
I've seen the movie actually. It's actually a very good movie.
I've not seen it. I
It's
just
about
started
Hitler.
thinking. I just started thinking about everybody saying I'm doing Charlie Chaplin, and I just started thinking like, who were the ladies that did Charlie Chaplin? Like,
Oh,
like I'm sure he was mighty popular, but I've only ever seen him as a total goofball.
Apparently, he's a total goofball in real life too, or at least with
Pulls a rubber chicken right out of her vagina.
Goofball in the streets. Massive cock in the streets.
he was married to his wife like faithfully for like 50 years, but he was
Good to be
also
married to your wife.
faithfully and for like
Faith-
50 years.
Ooh, I just rolled double 11s. I gotta go, guys.
Hey,
Now I gotta
that's
pull
like
up
your
my
lucky
game.
number or something.
Yes, it is.
Gotta pull up the game.
Ooh, we're playing a game tonight.
Yeah, so over in 1940s America.
Get. Fuck. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be terrible at a campaign like that because I just have no reference for when things happened. Like we were doing it during the Law and Order. Ryan would be like,
Yeah.
"Let me make sure this happened in the 70s or whatever," so that it occurred. I'm like, I don't know. Like I got no fucking idea. Like you're like the 40s. I'm like, what happened in the when was the Titanic?
Doesn't matter, because it's a nondescript city with nondescript historical events occurring around it.
All right, can I play a sad guy from the future?
Absolutely. You can do anything you want in 1940. Except for, and then a list of horrible things you can do.
Except for,
Oh, it's
except
a good
for-
thing you stopped me.
except for a woman, black, any variety of immigrant.
Yeah, one of them Chinamen.
Whoa.
Don't worry, I'll have to cut most of this. So say what you want now. Get the hard R's out now, boys.
Regent.
Regular.
Retardant fire.
As soon as you started pausing, I was going to go retarded. I was going to go retarded.
I know. I couldn't think of it. I couldn't think of it. I was
All
like,
right.
you can't just stay here on the actual word, you asshole.
I'm an OSS spook.